Look at it. Communication is important. Number 4, temperaments. 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 When I say temperaments, I'm talking about individual differences. And you know, there are 4 types of temperaments. We have sanguine, phlegmatic, melancholy, and choleric. Now, these are the 4 areas of temperaments. A person's behavioral pattern is a function, a direct function of his temperament. Now, listen to me. A person's total behavior is directly proportional to his temperament. If you understand the temperament of your partner, study around it. You will understand what he tolerates and what he doesn't tolerate.
Right.
You will understand what he likes and what he doesn't like. You will understand what he loves and what he doesn't love. So over time, you can give your best. Over time, you can develop him. Men like women who will build them up, not women who wants to tear them down. See, if every time you come around, you are always squandering his resources, then that song, Thunder Fire You, may be needed for you. But if you're helping him to build his resources, then you are on track. Now, as a brother, if every time she comes around, all you want to do is to browse her network, that there is no time she comes that you don't want to subscribe. You must browse. You must subscribe. Instead of you subscribing every time, subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Please go ahead, subscribe.
Temperament is very important. It has to do with behavioral patterns. Understand that men are men, women are women. Women will never behave like men, and men will never behave like women. Let me give you some instances. If a woman says, honey, I don't have clothes to wear, she's simply saying, honey, buy me new clothes.
Yes.
But when a guy says, honey, I don't have clothes to wear, the lady will be like, don't worry, I'm going to wash your clothes. It means the guy's clothes are dirty. Can you see that? Men don't complain about what they want to put on. The little they have, they're okay. They don't wear anything. They're good to go. Yeah. But a woman wants to carry the best hair. She wants to appear neat. She wants to appear sweet. She wants to appear in vogue.
Yeah.
So when she tells you, I don't have what to wear, she's telling you, change my wardrobe. So you see, the mentality differs. So don't tell me women think like babes. Women think like women, and men think like men. We are 2 different personalities. Get that right. I can't flog on that. There are so many things to talk about on temperament. But let's move to number 5. In-laws or relatives. Relatives or in-laws. Call them relatives.
Relatives, yeah.
Relatives. Now, if you are planning to marry a guy and you've dated that guy for 1 year and you guys have done everything in a perfect way, and can I bust the bubble?
Please go ahead, sir.
Can I shock you, sir?
Please do, sir.
You've done everything perfectly, and then the guy carries you home and says, this is the girl I want to marry. And the guy's mother says, over my dead body. You want to marry a Calabar girl? You want to marry an Ijebu girl? You want to marry an Abeokuta girl? That's a major problem area. The relatives can reject you and eject you out of that relationship. And it's unfortunate there are some guys who are controlled by their parents. Anything mommy say is mommy's boy, bomb boy. Bomb boy. They are still calling him my boy. At the age of 35, my boy.
Hey.
My boy. Mommy's boy. And he'll be like this. Mommy. Yeah, chicken.
Mommy.
It's important. It's important. We need to draw the line. We need to draw the line. You get to a point where you know you are dating a boy and not a man. You need to be careful, because he will not be able to defend you when the ships are down. And relatives don't tell me they are not important. They are very important. They can frustrate you out of the relationship. They can ruin the peace of the family. Now, what if you are even married? May God deliver you and not have somebody like Patience Zoko. as a mother-in-law. And then she comes to the house and she says, I want to eat ofe olugbu. And maybe you cook the soup, and for one reason or the other, it doesn't taste the way it tastes in the village. You know, cooking with firewood is different from cooking on gas.
It's different.
Don't mistake it. And she has been cooking with firewood in the village, and coming to the city, she wants to taste your food, and it must taste like our own in the village.
And you miss it. Hey.
You are finished completely.
Finished, sir. It is finished.
So it's important you prayerfully, consciously, intentionally study the relatives of the guy you are with. Because that's a problem that is like a time bomb. It will explode one day. If it explodes when you are not there, it's better. But when it explodes when you are there, it's going to be a big problem. So another major problem areas of relationship is relatives. Some relatives are so bad that they pick the slightest information from your family and take it to the village. Since she married our son has never helped us. Since he married her, he has never done anything. Since she married him, she has totally forgotten all her siblings. It becomes a problem. So you need to watch it. You need to study around them. Number 6, our jobs, the work of our hands, jobs, the work we do, office work, homework. You know, we need to draw the line. Now, let me tell you this. If you love your woman, I said the other time, it's not a crime for a man to be domesticated. Can you remember, sir?
Yes, sir.
I said it's not bad for a man to carry a broom and sweep, or carry plates, or carry something and cook. It's not bad. If you love your wife, you will not enslave her. You know, the African mentality of submission is slavery to some people.
Yes.
Now, when I started traveling abroad, I discovered men cook and serve their wives.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, men spend more time in the kitchen abroad. But in Africa, when they see a man in the kitchen, they go to the relatives. They've given him a fork. Or a current trend, they'll say they've used Kayamata on him. Jaruma. They've jarumatized him.
You don't know Jaruma.
You don't know Jaruma? Somebody will tell you in the comment section. Jaruma. Hey, she sells some charm that ladies are using right now. They buy waist bead, they put it on their waist.
Yeah, I think I saw.
And they use it to charm men. They buy some bead. Things.
They wear it. Yeah, wow.
They buy all manner of charms to charm men right now. In fact, there was a fight on social media recently. A young girl was dating a man. She called him a sugar daddy, and then she introduced one of her friends to the man just to greet the man. Guess what? The girl now went and bought charm and used charm on the man and collected the man from her best friend.
Collected sugar daddy again.
I'm telling you. So collected sugar daddy from the sugar girl.
From the sugar girl.
And the sugar girl was left with salt. So our jobs are very important. We need to create a balance. If two of us work in the office and we get home at the same time, bro, don't sit down and send her to the kitchen. Accompany her. Accompany her, because it can be a problem area. I've heard a story of a woman that collapsed because of too many house chores.
Yes.
Too many house chores.
Wow.
You don't need to levy her on them. There are times, just do it. Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
If she's in the kitchen, support her. If she's in the bathroom, go to the kitchen. If she's in the kitchen, go to the bathroom. Just do something to alleviate her stress. Because if over time she's giving in so much and doing so much work at home, she will begin to emaciate. It will begin to weigh in on her health. And she'll start thinking you don't love her. And over time, it will become a problem area. Some women will nag you. How can you come back? You just sit down. You can't even check on me in the kitchen. You can't even help me clean up or even carry Junior. As simple as carrying your own son. You feel it's a woman's assignment. A son that you put into her.
I wonder, sir.
I find it preposterous. I find it annoyingly preposterous that you cannot even carry your baby. You feel so peacockish as a man that you can't carry your baby. I will not only carry the baby, I'll do video.
Yes, sir.
People must see it. Be responsible. That's what I'm trying to say, brothers. Be responsible. And then hear me. Let me balance this. Another major area is if she works with a boss who wants to sleep with her. And you as a brother, now I'm going to another area. You as a brother knows.
Daddy, please go to that area. Go to that area, Daddy.
That's the area I'm going to. Now, you know as a guy that her boss is a pervert. He wants to sleep with her. You know. And then she keeps coming back 12 in the night.
Hey.
So once or twice a week, she must come around 12 in the night. There is no way you won't have problem. You will either resign from that job or that job will resign from you. Because there's going to be fight in the house. Iraq, Iran.
Seriously. Yes,
I'm telling you. Sir, I don't know. Can you be comfortable? You have seen text messages on her phone. You have seen messages on the phone that her boss wants to sleep with her. And then she comes home every night or at least 3 times in a week, 12 midnight.
This, why I'm saying Daddy continue is because I have a friend who's, I know is actually watching right now. Is going through the same problem now. Something like this, exactly like this, which he noticed his wife is having an affair with. Is he having an affair or I don't know, but I'm sure it's watching the program now, and that's what I'm saying. Daddy, talk about it. Talk about that point because it happens. It happens.
It's deep. And let me now go to now I've spoken about the ladies. Let me go to the guys. Oga may be sleeping with secretary.
Hey.
Now, if Oga is sleeping with secretary, he will be coming home late every time.
He will.
And then when he's coming home late every time, auntie, I know who will cheat, but there are things you can do to curb it, to reduce it. You see, all this rapper you are tying does not give glory to God. You need to stop tying rapper every time and start looking old and looking dirty and looking haggard. You have those clothes, wear them. Who are you keeping those clothes for? At times, seducing your husband is not a crime.
Wow.
Driving on the street, sir. Seducing your husband is not a crime. Driving on the street, sir. We see many types of bomb. I was driving today, driving back home, sir. I saw, hey God, I wish I can be explicit. You know, at times I don't even know. At times I see some of them. I don't even know whether they went to do it or maybe it is the one doing it. You just see some bomb that makes breath leave the Son of Man.
Talk about it, Daddy. Daddy, speak on.
now imagine that your husband has a secretary whose bomb is like that.
Hey.
Or your husband is attracted to Chelsea and the secretary has Chelsea. So he stays late at work. The job has become a problem area.
It is, sir.
So you need to prayerfully pick that woman out of that place. Don't go and fight. Just change some things. Talk to God, number 1. Change the way you dress, number 2. Show him more love, number 3. You see, many women don't understand this. The things you nag your men for, the women outside don't nag them. The things you complain about, when they get to the office, sir, I once had a secretary who was willing to do shoulder massage for me.
Hey.
She was willing.
Hey.
She was willing, sir. I'm talking to you, Abila. So I'm telling you, she was willing. But
to do
it was
body
left
massage.
Shoulder massage.
Yes.
Hey. So it was left to me to say, glory to God. Glory to God. It's not necessary. Glory to God. No, but listen to me. It's important you understand this. if you don't get it right with jobs, it can crash your relationship forever. There are so many men, sir. The percentage of men who have packed out of their matrimonial home and moved in with secretary or moved in with one Jezebel, it will shock you. It will shock you. The figure has surged. So we need to check it. Finally, last point, number 7. I just wish this will never come to an end. If you are still here to subscribe and you're waiting for number 7, you better subscribe. Havila Show is the best place to be, guys.
Please subscribe.
It's the best place to be.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Wow.
Finally, number 7, infidelity. Major problem areas of relationship. Number 7, infidelity. Now, after explaining infidelity, if you think you know any other problem areas of relationships, leave it in the comment section.
Please do.
I've just told you about 7 major problem areas of relationships. So if you think you know any minor problem area of relationship or any problem area of relationship that you know, leave it in the comment section. We'll be glad to pick it and augment this, maybe make it a 10 sometime in the future and put up a book on that. Okay. By yours truly, Dr. Precious. But first thing first, understand this. Infidelity is a major problem area in relationship. Sir, can I be raw? Do you want me to be raw?
Please go ahead. Be raw. Be raw, sir. We are here, sir.
Okay. Now, let me just give you a very short example in a very raw form. If Ade, okay, let me use Don Jazzy.
Yes.
If Don Jazzy sleeps with Nkechi Blessing right now and finds out that Nkechi Blessing's private part is very tight, and he stays in a relationship with her because he's so comfortable with how she handles him sexually and how it works, and then all of a sudden Nkechi Blessing travels, and loneliness and boredom made Don Jazzy to fall for Tiwa Savage. And in the process, he tasted Tiwa just like whiskey blow people. Don Jazzy now blow Tiwa. And after blowing Tiwa, he found out that Tiwa is far more sweeter than Nkechi Blessing. He will live. He will live. That's where infidelity comes in. Preference. Cheating. And people do not cheat because they just want to cheat. People cheat because, understand this, number 1, variety is the spice of life. I'm not the one who said that. It's a word. It's always been there. Variety is the spice of life. What spice up life is varieties. So for some men, they want to be variational. They want to have varieties. But see, when you become matured, you will understand that having a woman and loving her in a million ways is better than having 1 million women and loving them in many ways. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So recognize this. Infidelity, cheating can be a problem area. Now let me go to another class of infidelity. You are a young lady, you are in a relationship with a guy, and then this brother carries his phone every time and he's typing, chatting. And when he sees you coming, it tints the camera like this. It doesn't want you to see what he's doing. He's always tinting his phone. I'm sorry, there's problem. You need to check it. Now, if there are some ladies that are very smart, they monitor you till they get your password. And immediately they find out you are cheating, they share the goodness.
The end.
And then maybe she's your spec. She's the kind of woman you want to marry. Then you go into depression, you beg her, you cry and cry. She says no because she has found out you are a cheat. Then it becomes a problem. Infidelity is a problem area in relationships. We need to watch it. We need to watch it. Now, coming to the guys. Now, I want to talk about the ladies. In this present age and time, we have often heard that women cheat more than men.
Yes.
They are very smart about it.
Yes.
When a man is cheating, you can tell. He starts passwording his phone. It gives you less attention. He doesn't want to have sex. He's tired. He doesn't have appetite. He doesn't want to speak to you. He doesn't want to see you. But when a woman starts cheating, she still gives you all the attention.
Hey.
She still opens up for you to enter.
Hey.
She still relates with you.
Hey.
You see what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
So there are two different things. Two different things. You can't compare the way women respond to cheating and the way men respond to it. It's just that we live in a society where the African culture frowns at women who cheat. So they are very, very careful when they do it.
But they cheat more than men.
But in this present age and time, some of them cheat more, according to some statistics we have seen. But nevertheless, if you want your relationship to thrive and overcome those challenges or those problems, infidelity must be eradicated. We need to be faithful to one another. The word is faithfulness, not faithfulness. So when you see how you love her, when you see how you yearn for her, when she's not there, go to hell. Go to hell.
Faithfulness.
Not faithfulness, but
not
faithfulness. And it takes faithfulness to enjoy fruitfulness. So if you now let me advise my African brothers, because we are on an international platform.
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying you shouldn't cheat, but cheat at home. When you go to Europe, you live in America and you are married to one Oyibo woman, you know it's licensed for them to have gun.
Yes, sir.
They say you want to cheat and she catches you cheating.
AK-47.
If she bazookas your medulla oblongata, don't call me. Because I'm assuring you that infidelity may not leave you the same way it met you.
Hey!
And on that note, I want to draw the curtain. Because I have just 1 second. So I want to draw the curtain. Ask me any questions, sir. I'm here for you.
Wow. Okay. I'm enjoying this. Now, you said something about I have like two questions. Let me go to communication. Now, about my friend, you said something about someone who is because he's complaining to me about his wife that she's spending time most times at work
with the boss.
With the boss, yes, like that in the relationship and all like that. Now, what should he do? Because he's confused. Yeah, Shai's not confused. Yeah, he needs help. He needs advice. What should he do? Because he can see it, he can read it. Because according to him, he said there was a time the boss came to their house and he saw the way the boss looked at his wife, and that he could tell that there's something, going on.
Does he have physical evidence, chats, text messages?
I don't know, because I don't know. Maybe I would send him to you, sir. So you
send him to me. Let's have a conversation. Because let me tell you something, sir. Suspicion has destroyed more relationships than the devil himself. I suspect you are cheating. I suspect this. I think this. I think no. Don't suspect.
Don't suspect.
If you are not sure, get it off your mind. But if you are sure about it, then there are things you can do.
But the only thing he told me, the only thing he told me was he said that she comes, the wife comes home late at night, like around they close, I think in the evening or so in Nigerian time, like 5 or 6 evening. But she comes home, she gets home around 11, 12, because after work the boss takes her out for dinner or something like that, and he needs to eat at home. The children are home, she's not home, she's with the boss. After work she goes out with the boss for dinner, and like that, and it's so he said at least if there's nothing after work, what are you doing after work again? Going out with the boss for dinner. So I think that's where he's coming from, like he suspects, or but going dinner with the boss after work, I don't know. What do you think, sir?
So that's on the extreme. Like she's going too far. If it is a business dinner with some business executives, it's on a different note.
No, with the boss.
But if it's just private between she and the boss, then something is wrong. Now, this is what you can do. Don't go to your parents and don't go to her parents. You destroy the relationship. Because your parents will not take it the way you are taking it now. They will blow it out of proportion.
Boom.
Go to somebody she respects and you honor. Somebody you both honor. Not a family member, a mentor, somebody outside marriage, family front. Talk to that person. Let that person invite both of you. If she values the relationship, she will have two options. Either to stop that. If she values the marriage, she will have only two options. Either to quit that job or to quit the relationship with the boss with immediate effect and start coming home early. So you need to talk to somebody who she respects. That's why I say something, Nabila. If you meet a woman, there are two things. Now there are 5 things about a woman you must never marry, but I just want to touch on 2.
Okay, sir.
5 things that when you see these 5 things in a woman, don't marry her.
All
but
right.
I want to talk on 2. Number 1, a woman that doesn't have shame.
Hey!
A shameless woman will disgrace you anytime, any day. Don't marry her.
A shameless woman. My God. Okay, sir.
Number 2, a woman that doesn't listen to anyone. There's nobody that can advise her. Every advisor is a non-entity. She's the most intelligent person in the world. Sir, as well read as I am,